Oh, strike team missions. That's right. They've been gone for a long time. Mission failure. Well, right. Mission success. Awesome. Alright, false flag operations. Send strike team. Go ahead and send him. I guess we could 21%. Oh, well. At least they're, at the very least, they're gonna get experience from it. Yeah, I understand. How you doing, Dr. Alexi?
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
Yeah, I could tell that much. Oh my god, there's a lot to talk about.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
Dr. Confidentiality?
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this.
Alright.
How did you get into medicine?
Let's just...
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer.
Krogan?
I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
If your dad was a bouncer, he was either Batarian or Krogan. Maybe Turian or human, but I doubt it if it was on Omega.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Let's talk about
How do you
other
think the human
humans.
crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Let's talk about Cora.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head on.
I could tell that.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's "we can't lose" attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Right, PB?
Is PB alright?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
She's probably right.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
That's one way of putting it.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Sure.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Never have I heard an Azari worry
Thanks
about
for the insight.
about a Krogan. Well, except for
How long
Blue
have you
Rose
been
Billiam,
here
but
from?
that's a totally different subject.
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
So, how did an Asari doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember?
That's a
That
good point,
includes
yeah.
humans.
It's a dumb question when you frame it
Also,
like that.
Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, not in the medical lab. That's strange. Let's head down to cargo bay. We've got our Nomad down here now, and I noticed there were some modifications we can make to it.
Feels like early brain surgery. Just poking and hoping.
As long as it helps us to live here, I don't care how the vault's doing it.
Magnificently. That's how.
I prefer tech with more exposed bolts. If you can't open it, you don't own it.
It's an interesting perspective to have. Let's chat, Gil. How you hanging?
Long time no chat. What's up?
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. Phoebe's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider?
What if I was?
Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
You need to work
I'll
on your
take your word for
joke
it.
on that one. Good attempt. I see where you're coming from on that one.
What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means
He flies the ship.
Yeah.
we're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Suppose not.
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready.
The ready, though, it doesn't have a
Don't tell her,
capital
but
R.
The truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Knowing Gil, it's probably like... There's the obvious bait there. Like it's a girlfriend or a wife or a sister or something like that, right? The only thing brought with me. But knowing this setup, it's probably like an engine part or something like that.
How tough was it on the Nexus?
It's probably an
on those
item,
ones?
not a
Have
person.
you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Yeah.
Hasn't everyone?
Well, then you know. It's super tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction? Or maybe starvation? Imagining which would be worse? But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
On that note, I'm gonna leave you be. That's real depressing. We came all this way and we start killing each other. See ya, Gil. Alright. The classic about your dead family line from Mass Effect. Classic. A true fan favorite. Alright, what do we got here? Vetra, how are you doing?
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
Someone had to know. Maybe they just didn't tell us.
We literally nobody
Did
knew
your
that.
father?
I'm not sure.
I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers. And a
Some
couple
wanted to
just
go
wanted to
home.
Stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the Initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't. And that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Alright, back channels.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
That's a hand wave
Short
response
answer,
to,
cash.
I've got
She was
shit.
looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on. Something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
Alright, cool.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
You're reliable. Go ahead and calibrate the Tempest, since that's the running joke, I suppose. How do I mod the Nomad? Because I know I have Nomad mods. Can I do that from here? Yeah, I haven't been. Liam, how you doing?
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
I'm not.
Just wondering what you think of how I'm doing at the job.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
Alright.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it all been done.
I feel like
wasn't
we've said
looking
this
to start
before.
over. I wanted to start big.
Haven't we talked about this
Tell
before?
me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does.
Yeah.
Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin, both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Traditional is a weird term for family. Like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep to tradition. I said goodbye to my mom and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
You were a cop then, crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
Alright, well I guess no regrets
We'll
then.
talk later.
I know it.
Not much time for regrets when you're 600 years from home, I suppose. Alright. Let's continue our way down the crew deck. See if anybody's said anything. Drake and PB officially on the team. Finish assignment paperwork at the Nexus. Have to fudge few details. Drag, I just wanted to check in publicly about what I said. It's always the one you don't see coming. Keep that in mind. Lost and found coffee mug. Found a mug yesterday near the biolab. Magnetized base. You left it stuck on the bulkhead. Oh, Jesus. She didn't even empty the damn thing when she put it on the wall. That Suvi, such a klutz. Alright, let's check in on Drac.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just 'cause she's my granddaughter.
What? Okay.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
Ha, I like the way you think, kid.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did. but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony.
God, Drax is so
Easy
detailed.
choice. Bad consequences all around.
My God.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Alright.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Alright, Drac.